I brought, well, actually, where's Donna? Donna back there. Donna, Unique Impressions, brought me pom-poms. And you're wondering why. Because when I first found out about this, I was thrilled, honored to be getting this recognition. I've been telling people for the past years, I don't do anything. I'm just the big, ugly cheerleader. And so Donna was kind enough to bring this. However, and I had this whole presentation set up around cheerleading. I was going to have everybody shout out, give me an N, give me an E. We're going to spell out Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce Entrepreneurial Advocate of the Year. But I had to reshape the whole thing because yesterday I got this letter from the National Cheerleaders Association. Dear Mr. Grant, it's come to our attention that you have been regularly referring to yourself as just a big ugly cheerleader for business and entrepreneurs in the state of Delaware. We've read the reports from people about this and have seen more than a few videos of you stating this publicly. While we appreciate your passion for promoting business, entrepreneurship, and the building of community, we have to ask you to stop referring to yourself as a cheerleader. You see, Mr. Grant, we represent an organization designed to inspire young people to make the world a better place by projecting a certain image, and quite frankly, when we've shown the videos of you making the big ugly cheerleader comment to some of our young people, well, you made children cry. So please, Mr. Grant, for the sake of common decency and the name of all that is good, please stop referring to yourself as a cheerleader. We wish you all the best of luck in all of your other endeavors and hope you have a super day. So last night I thought, okay, I've got to stop doing this. I have to come up with some other way to describe what I do that more accurately explains it, and I came up with fanboy. I am your fanboy. Okay. For those who are not up on the hip jargon of the day, I looked up fanboy in Wikipedia. Go ahead and hit the next one there. Fanboy is a term used to describe a male who is highly devoted and biased in opinion towards a single subject within a given field. And then on the Urban Dictionary, a passionate fan of various elements of geek culture, but who lets his passion override social graces. I am your fanboy. What's the next slide? So why am I a fanboy? Here's why. This guy up here by the helicopter, you know what he did? 50 years ago this year, 1961, he and 3 other gentlemen started a business in his basement that is now the business I work for. That was entrepreneurship. At a time when no one else was making thin layer chromatography plates, he and his partner started it. By the way, this was his 77th birthday. We got him a helicopter ride over the area. It was really cool. So that's one reason. Next reason is our company video, Adventures of Anna Tech. How many people have seen this video? Okay, this was an awesome video, and it happened not because our company paid a whole bunch of money to somebody, but because we paid a little bit of money to some people, but everybody else came. Candace Bella Vista provided incredible catering there, and she's a chamber member too, by the way, and you need to eat there. And Donna helped out, and I mean, there was just so many people in the community that helped make that happen. So, here's my actual prepared remarks, and that's going to be followed by the crowdsourcing portion, so some of you need to get ready. Know that I am honored more than you can realize and grateful beyond language to receive this recognition. I'm inspired every day by all of you, the people involved with the Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce, the business owners, the managers, the men and women who relentlessly pursue their dreams. I have the privilege and honor of pointing people towards you, your sacrifices, your accomplishments, your ability to face obstacles without flinching. You are my heroes. Now let me tell you something you may or may not know. You see, sometimes we're into this life we're living and we don't get a chance to take a step back and look at what we're doing from a different perspective. So allow me to offer some of those perspectives. First, a perspective on where we are in time. We're entering a time of unprecedented chaos. Between an ever more accessible global economy and a communications network never before seen in the history of humanity, Nearly every entrepreneur in Delaware can discover and or create opportunities that no one else has ever dreamed of before. The economy we all knew up until a few years ago is history. We should not waste our time and energy trying to go back to the first quarter of 2007, and we ought not waste our time and resources trying to predict the future. We can create the future, design the new economy, and invite the rest of the world to follow us. This leads us to another different perspective. I believe we are living in a special place. It's this entrepreneurial community that is making something different, something unique happen here. In the past few weeks, I've had the privilege of speaking with CEOs of global companies and web designers who travel the world, all talking about seeing something in this area that they have not seen anywhere else. A community that is coming together, supporting each other, and working as a group that is so much more than the sum of its parts. If you remember nothing else from today, remember that we are creating something new and special here, and we ought not take that for granted. Now, last week when I found out about this, I decided I was going to crowdsource part of this speech, which means I just put it out there for everybody. What does entrepreneurship mean to you? I've spread that message out to some of you. If those volunteers can stand up so you can read what it was that some of these people said. Go ahead.
Chris Jackson says the words would be, quote, owning it.
Alan Eastham says, entrepreneur means acting independently. I think of myself as an entrepreneur at work when I innovate outside the box.
Phil Woods, or Small Biz Phil, better known as, says, my concept of entrepreneurship centers around the belief in possibilities, then acting on your belief. Too few of us follow through on our empowering beliefs.
A woman who goes by the Twitter handle SchoolMarmDE says an entrepreneur grows something new, like a landscape designer, not the guy who mows.
J. Anthony Miguez defines an entrepreneur as a fast-learning hustler with eternal optimism and a limited need for sleep.
Gordon Del Giorno's definition of entrepreneurship is groundbreaking with little to no resources.
Lee Mickle says entrepreneur means betting on yourself.
Can I get some yeses here?
Yes.
J. Moore offered this observation. Any great and inspiring leader or organization that ever existed set out to do something completely unrealistic.
Getting my exercise today.
Paul J. Polkowski writes that business is a puzzle model. To make a product, someone must have an idea, plan it, sell it to investors, build it, sell it to the public, all the while believing in oneself to succeed.
Nice.
Deborah probably says there's one word that comes to mind, passion. Verna Wilkins Hensley says entrepreneurship also shares its talents with others, realizing a rising tide lifts all boats.
According to John T.C. McGahan, entrepreneurship means saying yes when everyone says no, saying one more time when everyone else says I quit, saying I'll do without now so that I can have that and a whole lot more later. It's being willing to do what few others are willing to do.
Everybody agree with all those definitions?
Yeah.
So based on that, here's what I came up with. An entrepreneur is a superhero who follows a vision, works passionately, collaborates constantly, builds community, supports society, inspires others, demonstrates courage, strength, and determination beyond normal human limits. Entrepreneurs shape the future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor